The kickoff unit is out. Whalen. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The give is to Jones. Oh, some strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 10 to the 7. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The 6-yard line. Other than that, this has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rosas' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside.
And I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Arizona's offense put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Whalen now to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Whalen now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 34. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Brady. First down and much more here for Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try and run for it with Jones. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play fake. Murray. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray going to throw. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Whalen now to return. And they will rank offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact.
Situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. First down, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down at 5. Throwing again, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Murray now on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And this is back to an 8-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Second down, another shot for Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Moore now on the return.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down.
On play action, it's Murray. Flushed out right. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Murray now.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, baby. Tampa Bay.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game. and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came in this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth. A little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're running it. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Now Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now it's Brady. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll try again with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Rosa's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Moore now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He'll find Lindsey here, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Murray, one final try. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive,